of both the organizations like EduKerron and SSPU to create education and skill building opportunities for the youth. And for this reason, this MOU facilitates the establishment of channels of communication that permits the creation and interchange of information as well as specific technical, financial, and institutional collaboration in many areas of opportunities and project at international level. So basically, the MOU, which is governed, is dedicated towards different activities between SSPU and the EduKerron International. So the MOU will benefit to SSPU in the following ways: the international research project with India Europe Research Alliance, that is Indura, international internship abroad. So EduKerron International will guide all the student of SSPU to get internship in India, Europe, USA, and other countries. Volunteering in India, so education, skill development, language training are part of this particular MOU. They will guide the faculties and students for study in India as well as abroad. They will help us in getting the summer course school internship in abroad, in Europe as well as USA. Then we can also have advantage of participation in worldwide youth exchange activities. Then also the important for all faculties, worldwide faculty exchange opportunities. Then fully funded fellowships for research. So these exchange faculties are also funded as well as non-funded activities. So fully funded fellowships for research, maybe postdoctoral as well as doctoral research fellowships, they will going to guide. Fully funded scholarships also been given to the students as well as faculties. Important part will be connecting universities, industries, and entrepreneurs worldwide for SSPU. Then participation in European Commission's Erasmus Plus projects. So these are all highlights which are there as far as the MOU is concerned. So again, I'm part of this MOU. Mr. Kerron Vaishnav, who is with us, will be who is director of EduKerron International, will be the point of contact, and for SSPU, myself, Dr. Sonone, will be the point of contact. So whatever activity we will be dealing with EduKerron International in terms of all the specified activities, then these activities will be discussed with me as well as discussed with Mr. Kerron, and then we can proceed further for implementation of these activities. So now I welcome Kerron Vaishnav for today's session. I just briefly introduce about Kerron Vaishnav. Mr. Kerron Vaishnav is known as a global citizen and vivid personality amongst his friends. He is the founder director of EduKerron International. The EduKerron International is collaborating with nearly 160 countries and partnering in educational, cultural, and youth projects. He is recipient of Youth Pass, which is a global recognition by European Commissioners Youth Work under the Erasmus Plus program for working in youth development projects to train the youth of India as well as across the globe. He is graduated from New Zealand in Hotel Management College and worked in New Zealand on different managerial positions for 5 years. He has received training from international trainers and also trained people all over the world like Italy, Latvia, South America, Croatia, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Greece, Tunisia, Nigeria, then Benin, Poland, Czech Republic, Romania, and many more. He is also a professional yoga trainer. So he is certified freelancer in skill development trainer and has done diploma in professional development in training from American Teaching to English Speakers and Other Languages Institute, that is Tampa, USA. And he has successfully accomplished his English language proficiency from Australia and UK universities and their affiliated institutes. And his achievement in youth training as well as skill training are many more just to read it will take more time. So I'm sorry, Keron, that we cannot go for all others. But he's having very good connect with many international universities, which is related to the funding of project as well as implementation of many research oriented activities. So, not taking much of your time, I request Mr. Kiran Vaishnav to start with this, and I welcome you all as well as Mr. Kiran Vaishnav for this particular session. I hope that this session will give you complete idea how this particular MOU will be working with SSPU. And on this platform, I wish to appeal all of you to take most of the advantage of this particular MOU and benefiting our students mainly. So, thank you all for joining this session. I now hand over the session to Mr. Kiran Vaishnav. Sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Sonavne. Good afternoon to all. And rather than speaking much formally now, I think we should start the session. But before this, as Dr. Sonavne said, that our organization, which works with the many projects, so I just highlight that the opportunities, internship, summer school, and research funding programs what we provide, and we are the unique organization what we are doing in India, and we are having MOU with all the major universities in India and abroad. So I think this session must be interactive. Um, and if you have any questions, we will do it before finishing the session. So the question and answer will be at the end of the session. Meanwhile, I will start my presentation. So before starting the presentation, if someone knows about Erasmus Plus programs, so please, you can answer it or talk to me about this, because I want to know the audience if they are aware of this. Anyone knows the European Commission's funded projects in Erasmus Plus or any other projects or research programs?
Hello, sir. Can I say something? Hello,
Yes,
sir.
please. Yes,
Hi,
yes.
my name is Dr. Ambut Sharma. Actually, I know a lot about Erasmus Plus and Erasmus Mundus. I was in Hungary. I was pursuing my PhD. I was on a scholarship, but I was on a different scholarship. I was on a stipendium Hungarian scholarship, and we had one semester where we were supposed to go to other universities in Europe and spend one semester. And it was basically to integrate into the academic institutions all over Europe, and it gives ample opportunity to grow and learn about the academic structure of that particular country. And it's fully funded. I mean, they pay for your airfare, they pay you monthly stipend, and they make arrangements for your accommodation, whether it's paid or it's part of the package. So the Erasmus is very good, and I have a lot of people who went from in India for PhD to Portugal, and finally they ended up having dual degrees, one from in India and one from that particular host country. So Erasmus Plus, Erasmus Mundus, I think gives a very good opportunity for Indian students to integrate into European academic structure. That's what I know, and I think it's very good. Even they have postdocs also, and I've been trying, but because of the COVID, now everything is on hold. So let's see.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sharma. You have rightly given the information. So you are aware of the Erasmus Mundus programs, right? But here we also, with the Erasmus Mundus, we have a lot other opportunities. What I'm going to represent. So allow me to have my presentation started. So please be patient while I deal with my computer. Okay. Just trying to.
Yogendra sir, can you make him host or you can allow him to present?
Sir, sir can
Mm,
present his screen, I guess.
yes,
Okay.
yes, I'm onto it, and okay. So my presentation is visible to everyone now. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the topic I would rather say a pathway to European research funding. Myself, Kiran Vaishnav, I'm the director, founder for this organization. Since we were talking about the Erasmus Plus, we have many heads under Erasmus Plus which are available for funding and partial funding opportunities. I will go slide by slide and I will try to explain, at my level best. So, why, first of all, people say why the fundings are available, why they want to give and share funding. They means European Commission, especially we are working closely with them in Brussels. So to tackle, specific issues like reducing unemployment, among young people, promoting adult learning, encouraging young people to take part in European democracy, supporting innovation, cooperation, and reform, reducing also early school leaving, promoting cooperation and mobility with the EU partner countries. So, with the help of this funding, Erasmus Plus program has given a lot of funding recently. So, not only India but worldwide, these programs are famous. But apart from Erasmus Plus, we have different themes. What we have been, researching and trying to get involved Indian universities and youth, basically with the help of faculty members as an experts. So who can take part in it? Of course, it's open for all the individuals and organizations from India. Here, I would like to mention that when I say program countries and partner countries, so program countries are those countries which are situated within the European continent or European Commission countries, and partner country means which are not from the European part. So just make it a tag so you will understand while I'm talking to you when I say partner countries or program countries. So Asian countries can also take part in, as a partner country in four types of projects: the higher education sector and youth cooperation projects. And apart from higher education, we have different projects also where organizational experts like faculty members, students, they can part in it, which are funded. So first is international credit mobility. So this two-way mobility allows students to study in foreign universities for 3 to 12 months and obtain credits, which are then recognized the sending institution as a part of their degree. Also, a grant for staff mobility possible from 5 to 60 days. So ICM is a program, So if you, maybe this recording will be available later, but you can search through ICM, International Credit Mobility. So in this, only university to university collaborations could be possible. Not other organization can take part in it. And if suppose at all we would like to have take participation in this, the staff members who are dedicated to such activities like Dr. Sonane have to take initiative to talk to other universities. I know the information is available on the web or in the database of many educational institutions that how to do it. But what our part is that we have a strong relations, we have a strong network across the globe. And I myself in this project have traveled more than 50 to 60 countries for business purposes and for these project purposes, since we're also having an NGO called the Asia International Foundation Trust. So we collaboratively work on many other projects apart from this. We also invite faculty members and students in such activities apart from the formal education. So international credit mobility is one of the program which would be of interest of any of your faculty members to look into, and we could also help all the heads what we are going to present today. This application process, we can definitely help you with this in international credit mobility. From HEIs established in program and partner countries, means in India, the universities can also take part in it. So not only the universities, but also any educational institution which are affiliated to the universities, they can also take part in it. For this, we can discuss, and if anybody of you are interested, we can think about it with one-to-one conversation with the help of Dr. Sonavne. As rightly said by Dr. Ambut Sharma, Erasmus Mundus programs are there, which are like joint master's degrees, and for the higher education also, these fundings are available. Um, Here, the major issue is we can easily contact with the universities. Now, in digital era, it got easy to contact with them. But the problem here, many universities they face is that either they are new or they don't know how to contact and where to contact. But signing the MOU with the SSPU is that with EduKerron that we have a strong network. We also have our offices throughout Europe, in Hungary, Italy, also in Holland. I'm also a president in one of the organization, elected president in one of the organization in Holland. So these our offices and our local network being there within among them is a strongest point to connect with many local organizations such as universities or industries or any educational non-technical technical education, also the chamber of commerce and companies that we contact directly with them, and we provide these opportunities to students and faculty members. Um, Eligible participating organization, of course, as we are talking about SSPU is a HEI, so we can take part in it. But apart from that, also non-profit organization, research institute, and public or private, small, medium, or large enterprises also could be part of this. Many of us we know that okay. The faculty members or universities only can take part in such educational programs, but no, there are also chances that the SMEs and MSMEs can also take part in such collaborative projects and take part in such funded programs. So here, what the beauty of these programs or projects are that they are not only knowing educational institute to educational institutes knowledge exchange programs, but they also mingle up with the real facts or problems or the benefits of the industries, while they are also being part of such mobility programs. Who can apply? Yes, any higher educational institution can apply for these programs, and we are there to support for all the programs we're talking about. Now, this is one of the best program, capacity building for higher education. So this is like a collaborative project or program where different universities can take part in it. Recently, we have applied last year with many universities. These projects, these are also research based projects, and especially in these projects we have to do research and build the motto, as it says, capacity building for higher education. So building the capacities of higher education means the European organizations or European institutions help to develop the curricula of the universities or the education institutions. Since SSPU and is it's a deemed or a private university, we can have our own curricula development program, and there are 100% funding for such capacity building for higher educational program, and it has a huge amount of money given recently to Indian institution. Let me name few universities. Couple of days back, I was there in the meeting with Dr. Manimala ma'am also. So I also informed her that Kalinga University, Parul University from Vadodara, Ahmedabad, they are doing very well into this. So in these collaborative projects, different institutions can come together from India, maybe 3, 4, or maybe from Europe or South American continents. They can come together and do research and develop the curricula and improving governance, building relationship between higher education, and this networking also help us to connect them and do better projects in future if there are many. So recently we applied for a few projects, and for these kind of projects, there are really high budget. For one university, I think MIT Edity University, Pune, they are also involved in this, and they have got the highest budget. It is not approved, but we have given the budget of 8 crore rupees. So one institution get that much amount of money for curricular development and doing the mobility program. So we have certain programs ready in social entrepreneurship or in technology, agriculture, women's health. If any one of you would like to join in, we welcome them. Recently, European Commission is more concerned about the environmental issues. So, the recent president, who is from Cyprus, and announced a couple of months back the program called European Green Deal. So in this CBHE program also, if you have something which relates to the environmental issues, we can do something on that. Either we can have some ideas to write a project on this, or if you have some projects or the challenges known by you and you have the remedy on that, we can talk about this, and we can start applying for these projects. So similarly, eligible participants are universities or any SMEs and public and private organizations can apply. Higher educations and especially our SSPU university. Mainly the calls gets open at the end of November, and the last date of submission it goes to the February every year, 5th of February. So in between December to February, we have to be well prepared to submit such applications. So if you have any idea, this is the good time. We can work on it collaboratively with other universities from Europe, America, Africa, or India. So you can contact Dr. Sonone and they can, introduce us to your ideas to apply for such projects. Now, I don't know how many of you know this. So Jean Monnet activity aim to develop EU studies worldwide. So since 25 years, these modules are being supported. I think there is only one university, Manipal University in Manipal. They are the only organization who they have received the research chair 2 years back in 2018, and they have got the grant of I think 50 crores to run this chair or this center. Unfortunately, in India, what happens is once the grant receives by any of the organization, they do not want to share with others because they are all competitors. But if Dr. Sonone, you would like to take initiative for this module, or a research chair, we can also start something similar into SSPU. One thing I would like to mention that many of the researchers, they contact us from many universities and they say we are interested to take part in it. But let me clarify one thing. To get this funding, we have to be very, very, very patient. Many times, what happens is since the calls are open only once or twice in the year, so when we apply and if the project won't approve, they give up and they don't take interest next time. So my humble request is please don't do like this. If you are really interested, you have to take follow-up every year. For example, there are also projects in capacity building in youth development where my organization is involved strongly. Last year, we applied for 22 projects and we got selected only 5 projects. And we are the only organization in India, in the world, who they have got 5 projects approved in this particular area. So our success rate is nearly 24-25%. So we have to be very patient and we have to take follow up every year, every now and then. We don't have to give up. So consistency, time management and transparency is very much needed, and the efforts, if they are not working for 1 year, maybe next year we can work on it. So please do remember these lines what I'm talking about. So please be patient. So in Jean Monnet activities, there are different themes. So Jean Monnet modules, chair, center of excellence. Dr. Sonone, we were talking about the center of excellence the other day. when I visited. So we can also do with the European Commission's projects. So these are like teaching and research projects. Most of these projects, module, chair, and center, we can work with. Other themes like support to association, network, and projects are different themes for different organizations, not for the educational institution, but they can be part of it. I hope you all are understanding what I'm trying to say. If you won't, please note down and ask question about these things. As I said, we are working in capacity building in the field of youth. So we have already 10 projects running, which has been funded. We have accomplished nearly 5 projects in last 5 years, because these projects are supposed to be concluded within 2 years. So as I said, we have already these projects available. Those are non-formal educational in non-technical actually. So these are all socio-economical based projects, but educational institutions can also be partners. So we have made many partnerships among the India, and we have sent many students and faculty members, making them funds available for their mobility. For example, social entrepreneurship is one of the project is going on. Then we are also having on women health. We are working on 13 countries. We are together working on menstruation health project and problems. So they're also coming to India in March if the COVID situation is good. And there are many challenges like gender equality, hate speech, women health, social entrepreneurship, employability, many issues we work on, and we take university experts and students as a participants, and we invite them into our approved projects. And we are also going to invite SSPU in coming days, since we have many projects available for this. I won't tell this much. So this is mainly for the not for profit organizations. So we are doing a lot of them. The Switch Asia program is also one of the funding mechanism where European Union would like to develop cooperation instruments within Asia and European businesses or universities. So if you go through Switch Asia page, or you can Google it to have more information on this. This will be also helpful for the researchers to get the grants and tackle many issues in agriculture or businesses or enterprises. Such kind of issues can be tackled or can be solved or make the project on. So it's for the sustainable growth and contribute to economic prosperity in poverty reduction in Asia. Also the climate change mitigation. So there are big organizations are also involved in this, like GIZ and IGS. So they are also involved directly and indirectly. We can also get grants from them for research and mobility purpose. So, of course, eligible applicants can be Chamber of Commerce, industrial professional research organizations, so SSP can also take part in it. There is also funding mechanism. This is especially for on humanitarian ground, EQUIP. So the overall aim of the EQUIP to develop the right condition for enhanced collaboration between Europe and India in the social sciences and humanities. On both level, research funders and researchers. So under this, we can also take part and try to solve many issues, have cooperation, do networking, and on different themes they work. So this is a special program only for Indian institutions, none other than Indian institution to worldwide. Horizon 2020 Europe. This is one of the most famous research funding program has been introduced by European Commission, and not many institutions they know about Horizon 2020. So the funding program was about started in 2014, and as it says Horizon 2020, it's supposed to finish by 2020, and that is right. It is finishing in 2020, but for this again, this year, European Commission had a meeting, and they had made available funding of 80 billion euros. I repeat, 80 billion euros. So it's not a small amount. And Horizon Europe is the sheer research program where most of the industries, research organization, and universities are involved. So I may also invite all of you to take a look into this program, and we can work together collaboratively from any part of the world, and it has a very huge funding available. In Horizon Europe, I will show you in next slides. There are also other funding mechanisms. So now the name of the Horizon Europe, sorry, Horizon 2020 has changed to Horizon Europe. And as I said, they are working on mainly on the European Green Deal theme. So so tackling about the environmental issues are majorly looked into it. Um, Now, participants from India, they cannot directly involved in it, but they can be part of it. So these are the collaborative projects by DST and DBT. So we have to apply first to DST or DBT according to our themes. Once they approve, so the funding is available from the government of India, not from the European Commission. But the other part of the funding, collaboratively, European Commission give it to Indian organization, and they can work together. So recently there had been calls. If you check the DBT and DST websites, or Ministry of Earth Science and the CFM, you will see there are recent calls are open, which are like European Green Deals. So that can be helpful. Now there are some topics just for just to understand how different themes are being looked into Horizon Europe project. So there are different themes, sustainable urban mobility, energy system, integrated activities for advanced communities. Um, then for different diseases, also EU-India water cooperation. One of the Holland organization, the Netherlands organization, is interested to work with us for EU-India water cooperation. If you are interested, we are readily available partner with here. So please contact us. Then changing crash fair. Last year we had a project on the topic or the title that the changing of crash fair, uncertainties, risk, and opportunities. So we were trying to help the industries with the nanotechnology to help reducing the carbon emission, or making the carbon emission the byproduct of it, with the help of nanotechnology. Unfortunately, a couple of university they dropped out, and it has stopped. So such hurdles are also there. Sometimes, as I said, that we have to be very patient, because while working in collaborative projects, these things happens, and then we have to take a lot of efforts to find out other partner institutions to take part in it. So in between, I'm also talking about our experience, what we have tackled during our partnership with different universities. There are also tenders. The embassies, they ask Indian institutions to do some research on different areas. So even we don't know that, okay, tenders are also available for us, for the universities, for example, policy making, or some digitalization that government agencies call tenders for many reasons. So in this also university can take part in it. There is a special program for in between India and Norway. We have the Indian government has signed the MOU. So INCP, which is Indo-Norwegian Cooperation Program in Higher Education and Research. So in this, you can also find out some possibilities. We are there to support with our partner organization in this. So so just to enhance the relation in between Indian higher education and Norwegian higher education, that is also possible, if not pan Europe. So Norwegian agencies are keen to work individual country level basis for research and development in higher education. So in this also they have different themes. You can go through the website and you can check, rather than I talk about different themes here. As I said, now there are calls are open for Horizon 2020, which are called European Green Deal call. You can check it on DST and DBT website, and we can talk about this. But unfortunately, I would say the other day I have attended the webinar of the in collaboration with DBT and the European Commission. So what I have witnessed is DBT or DST agencies are not giving much attention to the Indian organizations. Why? Because they are only giving grants to two projects. So you can imagine in big country like India, only two projects are being granted, though they are of high value or high budget. So among hundreds of applications, who will get the opportunity? But still, we can try. As I said, so I have given you a brief idea, the opportunities, what we have available, and how we can help as a bridge in between these research programs, research projects, networking, developing programs, and identifying programs and projects we can help with. Um, Thank you for your attention. And if you want to contact or have some issues, you can talk to Dr. Santosh Sonavne from SSPU. We already know his email ID and his contact phone number, but you can also contact us. But I hear, I'm sorry, the spelling is wrong here. It's .in. So here, I request all of you, if it is related to SSPU work, please contact Dr. Sonone sir. Whatever communication we will be having, please do keep his email into CC as well as VC ma'am if you have such protocol. And I would like to thank you all for your attention and being patient. Here I conclude my presentation, but I have something to show you, like how the projects are actually been written and what budgets are there. So give me 1 minute time, and I will, um, show you something which is really needed. Give me a minute, please. As I was talking about the budget part, so I would like to show you like how last year we have applied for the budget for the project and how it really works. So we have all this information available for you. I'm sorry, it's a little slow. I don't know why. I'm trying to share it on the screen, but it got stuck. I don't know, it's stuck. I'm sorry, I was disconnected somehow, but I'm showing you the presentation at this budget screen again. Please be patient. So if you see the Erasmus budget is really high, and cost what has been proposed last year is all here. So this is the type of budget we have to do. And if you see the collaborative projects, this theme is CBHE. If you see here, universities from Greece, Turkey, Bulgaria, Ukraine, and India. Again, from Greece, we had one SME who they work with. So Bharati Vidyapeeth, Vivekanand Global University, Jaipur, Suresh Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur, and my NGO and one SME and other universities are there. Let me also share you one thing, because many times many university staff members they say, okay, what apart from our routine, if we invest our time into these research projects, what we'll be getting? Of course, the mobility programs, but they also have small amount of salary, so you don't have to be disappointed to invest your time into the research, because you will be also getting some sort of remuneration for your work, which is really encouraging for the researchers or the people or the staff members who are taking part in it. So if you see this Excel sheet, it is especially for the staff costs, right? So the costs are also been given, or the budget is also been given for the staff cost, then travel cost, and there are many costs are included. So equipment cost, you will not believe, even for a mouse of a laptop or for a computer can also be funded. Even a cup of tea during your meetings can also be contributed and funded. So subcontracting costs, if university can't do such some activities, they can subcontract their activities. For example, if university we have to make a seminar or some kind of organizer some kind of meeting. Of course, many universities they cannot do catering available by their own, so they can give this contract to the catering agencies, and for that funding is available, and then through you can pay it back to the catering agency or videography, or for different reasons the 10% of budget can be spent on that. So mainly the staff members don't have to be disappointed, because they also get some sort of remuneration, plus the international exposure, certification, personal profile enhancement, and intercultural activities, taking part in intercultural activities, and so many things. So this is all about today's session. Thank you very much. I conclude here, and I wait Dr. Sonane to take it over, and please be informed.
Mr. Keron, I have a query.
Yes, Mr. Ranknekar.
Yes. I am noting down the entire session. So many terminologies and terms just coming across. Erasmus Plus, International Credit Mobility.
Yes.
ENZ, MDS, Switch Asia, Indo-Norwegian Corporation Program, INCP. So which is the site or something, where we can find all the information in one go? Which one you can suggest?
See, the themes or the names I had given you are different themes, not available on one single portal. Horizon Europe, Erasmus Plus, if you Google it, you can just Google it with the European Commission's Erasmus Plus project or Erasmus Plus program. You will find ample of link. So there is a website for European Commission, you will easily find it, and just Google it with the themes of those programs. For INCP, you can say INCP project by European Commission,
Okay.
You can easily find that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Sir, I just want to know that, like you have told about research projects, is there any prerequisite regarding the person's experience in terms of holding the project or something like that in applying this for these projects?
See, it depends on it depends on the calls, so according to the call, yes, there are calls available on this European Commission's portal. If you say Horizon Europe research call, so you will redirect to the links and you can find different calls. So according to the calls or the themes, you have to have the experience, and the specialty of it, not only the staff members, but it is compulsion that students from those faculties also have to be participated. So you can find all this information there.
Okay, and you would be given separate, like any as a university, you have to always apply, or individually also you can apply in this.
There are like individually you can apply, but you need support from your university. So it is better to be in a collaboration with the university, and you can check with that. But Erasmus Mundus, and there is one other theme called Marie Curie. So Marie Curie was the first female researchers from Europe. On her name, they had given this program name. So also in this theme, you can find out individual research programs.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sir, can I ask you a question, please?
Please, Dr. Sharma.
Hi. Hello, sir. Hello again, sir. On the same line, like what Dr. Misha Deshpande said, I want to ask how, as a faculty, we can be benefit. I mean, can you help us, or like, do you have any contacts to get postdoc positions abroad, or some? Do you have any links, or do you have any program in your company where you can help us to get like postdoc or some training or some small courses? I know about the summer school for the students and sometimes for the faculty, but do you have any something focusing on the faculty development, something for us to benefit from that?
Thank you, Dr. Sharma, for your question. Yes, in fact, Dr. Sonone and Dr. Manimala Chama, also the other day when I met them in person at your campus, they were also asking about this. And yes, these research programs doesn't mean that you have to sit back and do the research and submit it and you will get the funding and then you have to do work. These research programs are designed for like more than 2 years. So what happens is, in these 2 years, you have different activities involved in this, like faculty exchanges, seminar, paper presentation, and also trainings. So automatically, by default, in these research projects, these activities can be conducted, and we have to write the project according to that theme, where the trainings can also be provided. And yes, you rightly asked the question, and yes, there are possibilities for such faculty enhancement programs can be added into the research programs, and that could be available. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Sir, one more thing. Can we have your
Yes.
email address or a contact number?
Yes, you can check with Dr. Sonone. He will provide you all the information.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Any other questions?
Yeah, sir, good afternoon. I'm nutritionist Ruchu Kothala this side.
Yes, Dr. Ruchi.
So, sir, if we are taking any project like our director, Dr. Archana, is already talking to you and she has also raised. So, just for my understanding, I would like to understand once again that it's a mandate that students should also be participating.
Sorry, I missed your last word.
Yeah, that students should also be participating.
Yes, right. Yes, student can also be participated. In fact,
Can or
um,
should, sir? Can or should, like they should be, or
if
it's like, yeah,
if it's a research program, they should. It is
they
mandatory.
should. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And how many, sir? How
It
many
depends on the
students?
project. It depends on the budget. It could
Okay.
be two, three, four, five, but not like in a huge amount. But in local
Hmm.
activities, they can participate as many as they could. While we are conducting seminar, they can participate in that. But for the mobility and main project purposes, there could be a limited number of mobilities. As I am talking to your director, Dr. Enmal, so we have already invited SSPU, to take part
Hmm.
in our one of the approved project, which is on the menstruation health. So the
Correct,
four,
correct.
yeah, four levels have been already finished, but now in upcoming days in March we have planned a seminar and training in India. So we are the host organization now. We'll be hosting 13 countries participants, and they will be coming here, and your students
Great.
and faculty members can also participate in this training. But after this, we will be having some meetings or trainings in Greece and in America. So
Okay.
we will choose only responsible people for this, and they can go abroad. But if they come back, many students and faculty members can take part into the training and
Hmm.
seminars back in India if they want to. Yes,
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
you're welcome. Any other question?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, Dr.
Hello.
Hima Gupta.
Yeah, sir, I have written a message on this message board. If any call open is there, call proposal that is open right now, and what are the different themes?
Okay, right now, as I said, European Green Deal calls are open. Those calls are also available on DST's and DBT's website. You can check with that. If you have any idea or any theme related to the same calls, we can definitely go ahead to apply. I think the deadline is January 1st for these calls, or maybe different deadlines are there. Please check onto that, and we can help you to collaborate with other universities or other research organization to develop a project and write it. Since we have a very little time, you have to be hurry. Dr. Hima Gupta.
Okay, okay. Sir, it will be great if you are going to share with us, or Dr. Sonavne will share with all these things, all these details through mail or something like that.
Sure, I will forward it to Dr. Sonamne, and he will
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, once I receive it, I will sort it out according to the schools and their area of expertise, and I will share with all the SSPU directors and faculties.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
One more thing, Mr. Keron, can you highlight another applications like one with regarding research projects you had highlighted out of our MOU? Can you highlight other opportunities also for student and faculties so that they can also share this detail with their respective school students?
Please, that's a good thing you have mentioned actually. So apart from research, which is specifically we have taken this session for all the faculty members, I would also request, please share this information with your students that we also have very limited funding opportunities for students, and we would love to take them as a participant. Apart from this, we also provide summer schools and internship abroad programs. For example, last year we have sent 20 students to Germany, 10 students to Russia. So they are not funded, but somehow they are beneficial for students. So I can forward you, Dr. Sonamne, all this information, and if you can share with them, it will be helpful for us also to get going these activities throughout the year. So research and innovation for faculty members. Today's session was that for that. But I would also request you, Dr. Sonone, as we discussed last time, if you also can attend one webinar, especially for the students to understand what exactly we are doing and how our services and the opportunities are helpful for the students. So next few sessions, I would request you to keep it for sheerly for the students to understand exactly what is the purpose of signing this MOU as a Center for European Studies available. in your own. I would also like to say we are kind of a single window service agency or organization. Not only summer school, not only internship, not only research and innovation funding. We also provide higher education abroad services. If the students they want to go abroad for the higher education, please redirect them to us or to the Dr. Sonone. They will, they can have these opportunities available, and we are working with 160 countries. So we can help them to find a appropriate university for their higher education, for MS or for the research. That also we can help. Not only that, they don't have to go to other agencies. We can also help them for their airfare, to find out the correct insurance, to find the accommodation, to find the food availability, to find the right university for internship, higher education, and summer schools. Please do that for us.
Yes, sir. Can I ask you something? I'm Dr.
Yes.
Archana Ainapure from
Yes, yes.
School of Beauty and Wellness.
Yes.
As discussed earlier about the pen project,
Yes.
our school would be interested.
I received
And
your
also,
email, yes.
Yeah, you received my email. Okay. And also about the modeling course for our students.
Yes, for modeling course, we are collaborating with Polish agencies, and some of our partner are from Latvia and France. So we can, if you have such ideas, please share with us, as we are trying to develop, modeling, fashion modeling course with the help of beauty and wellness faculty. So we have already designed a course for the modules short term and long term. So I will share details with you, and from after receiving my details, we can go ahead with with mutual understanding how to go with that. So this is not only for the Indian students. We are also involving some foreign students into this from Asia and Africa. And the faculty members and the trainers are not only from India, they are from also European countries, from Poland, from Latvia. In fact, yesterday only we had a meeting with our one of the director of the fashion from Latvia, who she's in China now, and we are working on sustainable fashion, and we are working on it, and we will definitely keep you in loop for such activities. Regarding pen project, I'm sending you the links for the photos and more information on that. Maybe today, by the end of the day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for asking this question.
So as rightly pointed out by Mr. Keron, we will be organizing one session in next week for all the students of SSPU, so that they can get aware about this MOU and the activities which are conducted. One more thing, like when we have student exchange program and the faculty exchange program, Keron has already initiated 80% of funding for faculties and students also, and some are of 100% funding also. So you can see how much huge amount you can save out of this particular project. The base, so we want that the SFT faculty should get most of these opportunities to be utilized, so that we can have good international exposure for our student as well as faculties. Yes, any other question?
No, sir.
Okay, so I think this session is very good. So I am thankful to Mr. Keron for initiating this particular session, and in coming future we will have many more such sessions to have interaction among the faculty and students. I am very thankful to our Pro Chancellor Madam, Dr. Swati Muzumdar. When I discussed this proposal with her, immediately she had given green signal and attended a meeting with Keron Vaishnav along with Mr. Shawan Kadwekar, as well as Major Sonali Kadam and our Vice Chancellor Madam. So I am very thankful to Pro Chancellor Madam for giving us this particular opportunity to have this MOU with EduKerron International. Also, I am thankful to our Vice Chancellor Madam, who has suggested to take such a interactive session with faculties as well as directors and groom them regarding our MOU and the highlights of this MOU. So thank you, Madam, for your kind guidance. I'm thankful to to Krishna, who has supported us a lot, visited university twice, and also has guided and motivated all the faculties to utilize not only from engineering but from all the other schools. He has shown many inputs regarding these particular opportunities. So I'm thankful to Vaishnav sir and hoping for a good collaborative initiatives in coming future. So I appeal all the faculties to go through these websites, search all this much content in detail. As I'm also had one of the European Union project, I got a grant of around 98 lakh rupees in DY Patil, and the project is still going on. So such type of projects are really collaborative. In that project, we had 10 different universities in India and one university from Europe. So 5 IITs were there out of that. So it was really an good scenario and really an appreciation that out of that 5 IITs, along with that IITs, we 4 5 private universities and private colleges were also there. So this is really an good opportunity for the universities and private institutes to get work with the European Union as well as to work with the topmost Indian universities and get all the technical knowledge groomed throughout that particular funding. So I'm thankful to all of you, thankful to all the directors and faculties for their patience listening. Of course, in upcoming era, we will have many more such sessions and many more activities to get initiated with EduKerron International. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for giving.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you.
One by one, you can leave, all of you, please.